Right, let's get right to the news. And of course, the most earth-shattering news is, of course, the fact that AEW star Chris Jericho will be on the Broken Skull sessions over WrestleMania weekend. AEW star Chris Jericho has been announced for an upcoming episode of Broken Skull sessions with WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin, which will be available on Peacock and the WWE Network. They announced it on April Fool's Day. Oh, you cheeky little scamps. Austin had some interesting comments, actually. Austin revealed that Jericho reached out to him after his Broken Skull Sessions interview with The Undertaker, which aired back in late November. That conversation led to Jericho being booked for this interview. Austin confirmed that he did talk with WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon about it. He was talking about having a beer. Chris Jericho texted him, load of blah, 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 going back and forth. But the stuff that really jumped out to me here is, I texted Vince and said, we have this badass idea about Jericho coming on the show, Austin said. Vince goes, it's cool, go ahead. But me and Vince don't always do well with phones and texts and all that, so I texted one more time. Are you sure it's okay to have Chris Jericho on the show? Vince gave me the thumbs up, and Chris came out to do the show. It will air April the 11th on Peacock TV and the WWE Network. Obviously, if you're in America, unfortunately, it looks like you're going to have to watch it via Peacock, but everywhere else in the world, we still are privy to the WWE Network, which I'm also going to discuss. Your thoughts on Chris Jericho of AEW appearing on WWE programming after 3 years almost being out from the major brand?
I mean, the first thing I'm thinking about is when Austin says McMahon gave him a thumbs up. I'm just imagining Vince McMahon texting a thumbs up emoji, but choosing like the palest one possible because heaven forbid he goes any farther. Because
what are all these emojis with different colors? There's only one color that matters, and it's white.
But I mean, like, I've seen some people on one side of the fence going, "Now, wow, Jericho's so cool. Look what he's done to get himself here." But I'm more on the side of, this is kind of more Austin kind of talking to Vince to make this happen, right? Austin and Vince go back, 20 years or whatever. He's definitely got some sway about who he wants to come onto his show, and then trying to convince McMahon to let him do it. And he did it. And now, we're going to... Another forbidden door was open, man. Are you excited? Because that phrase hasn't been thrown around all the fucking time for the last 2 months. Oh. Christ almighty. Either way, though, I'm kind of excited to an extent because, I've talked about it before. Jericho's kind of, pissing me off, being a bit of a dumbass. But the Broken Skull sessions have all been really, really good. The one they did with Orton after Fastlane was incredible. Really, really good. You guys should check that out if you haven't. So I'm expecting no less with this one. It's going to be real fun on an already stacked weekend.
I'll tell you what it does do. It totally cripples the credibility of the online war that is AEW versus WWE, because here comes AEW's most marketable and biggest star, and he's just going to rock up on the WWE Network and have a chat, and all these fucking dumb little marks will know, fucking Vince McMahon hates AEW. It's like, actually, I kind of agree with Jim Cornette. Shock horror.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know, right? That'll probably get some fucking heat. I believe that Jim Cornette's correct when he says that Vince McMahon probably at the start thought, what the fuck are they doing with all their money? And then he saw the product and thought, okay, I'm not that bothered then, obviously. I believe that. I really do. And ultimately, it doesn't matter whether he's bothered by it or not. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, Vince McMahon fears Tony Khan, he fears AEW. But then at the same time, be happy about your big AEW star being on WWE. If you're such a huge AEW mark, or vice versa, surely you don't like it. Me personally, I don't care. I'm interested to see what Jericho has to say. For me, the only thing that really interests me about this is because I know pretty much everything about Jericho, and he's done so much, and he's got a podcast of his own, so it's not like we're going to be privy to too much that Jericho hasn't told us in some form or fashion. What is he going to say that's AEW related? Is he going to talk about AEW? Because if he's not going to talk about it at all, then it's kind of a moot point, and who cares anyway? But I don't think WWE needs to fear AEW, vice versa. I don't think AEW needs to fear WWE. How about you lot focus on your own shit instead of banging on about what everyone else is doing? If I came on this podcast every week and told you what I thought about What Culture and fucking Cultaholic and everybody else, then that would indicate that I obviously have an issue with them, or that they live rent-free in my head. I don't care. I'm busy doing my own content. I kind of feel like it's a non-story until they mention AEW. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't talk about the stuff he's already done. Everyone knows we've been following his career in WWE since '99. So if he's not going to mention anything about AEW, I mean, I might watch it because it'll be on in the background, but honestly, we'll probably be recording reactions to Mania right after anyway. So it'll be on the screen, but it'll be like, I mean, it's there, neat, I guess.
Yeah. I'll be too busy talking about Bad Bunny's debut, mate. I don't care about this. Load of AEW fans right now. Fuck off, Bad Bunny, fuck off. They're going to be triggered. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure it'll be a great watch.